Hey everyone. Valentine's Day is a time for people to show appreciation and affection for those they care about. Through the exchange of cards and gifts, the Day of Love is celebrated across the world by people from all walks of life. Some say that the history of Valentine's Day can be traced to the ancient Roman festival of Lupercalia. Others say it is rooted in the history of Saint Valentine himself. The evidence indicates that the origins of Valentine's Day are more likely tied to a 14th century poem by Geoffrey Chaucer than to a 3rd century Christian saint. Today, let's know about the epic day of love and the history behind it, Valentine's Day. Let's start the video, but before that, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. The ancient Roman festival of Lupercalia offers the earliest potential origin of Valentine's Day. Lupercalia was a pagan fertility festival dedicated to Faunus, the Roman god of agriculture. The festival's name likely stems from the Latin lupus, which means wolf. That is, in connection with Lupercus, the shepherd god, that is, the one who wards off the wolf, and the she-wolf Lupa that suckled Romulus and Remus, the legendary founders of the city of Rome. The festival was held on February 15th and featured several peculiar rituals. The celebration commenced with the sacrifice of goats before the Luperci, that is, the priest of Lupercus. Bizarre as it may seem, the act was believed to enhance fertility, cleanse the land, and ward off evil spirits. Lupercalia was extremely popular and one of the few pagan holidays still celebrated 150 years after Christianity was legalized in the Roman Empire. The difficulty in tracing the story of Saint Valentine is that there was not one, but two. One is said to have been a bishop from Terni in central Italy, the other is a priest from Rome. It is also possible that neither of them existed. Either way, one of the two was allegedly martyred on February 14th in the year 269. Whether a bishop from Terni or Roman priest, Saint Valentine conducted clandestine weddings against the wishes of the Roman authorities in the 3rd century. After being imprisoned in the home of a local noble, Valentine healed his captor's blind daughter, leading the family converting to Christianity. Before the Romans then tortured and decapitated him, he sent a note to the daughter signed, "Your Valentine." Curiously, as well as being the patron saint of lovers, Saint Valentine is also the patron saint of epileptics and beekeepers. In the late 14th century, the English poet Geoffrey Chaucer penned Parliament of Fowls, which later became part of his celebrated work The Canterbury Tales, and introduced the association of romance to the legacy of Saint Valentine. Chaucer's poem presents a dream vision where the narrator, upon falling asleep, is transported to a utopian realm where he encounters an assembly of birds gathered in early spring to select their mates. Chaucer's dreamlike narrative of nature, love, and desire occurs on Saint Valentine's Day. Following Chaucer's lead, 15th century poets began writing verses known as Valentines to express affection for their beloveds. It was in this period that Saint Valentine became associated with romantic love. Chaucer's depiction of Valentine's Day as the moment when birds united in pursuit of love serves as a reference point that has linked Valentine's Day to romance in present. The earliest known Valentine's Day card was sent in 1477 by Marjorie Bruce, an Englishwoman from Norfolk, to her cousin John Paston, in which she affectionately addressed him as "my right well beloved Valentine." During the Victorian era, the tradition of sending Valentine's Day cards became popular. With the advent of the printing press and the expansion of postal services in the 19th century, Valentine's Day cards became accessible to a wider audience. Over time, Victorian-era Valentine's Day cards became increasingly sentimental. Crafted from fine materials such as lace and silks, Cards were often adorned with romantic poetry and motifs of flowers, hearts, and cupids, reflecting the romantic ideals of the time. In the United States, the tradition of Valentine's Day cards was propelled by Esther Howland, an artist from Massachusetts. After being sent a Valentine's Day card from England, she was inspired to create her own. Howland's cards quickly entered mass production, greatly contributing to the popularization of Valentine's Day in America. Since the Victorian era, Valentine's Day has been characterized by gestures of affection conveyed through cards, red roses, and chocolates. The exact festivities of Valentine's Day vary from place to place, yet the essence remains the same: a celebration of love in all its various forms. Well, that's it for today. I hope you're liking Nerdies discoveries. Can't wait for the next video to learn more and be fascinated about. See you on the next. Bye.